Airlines is rolling out some great news. A new low fare to 3 American cities. Now you can fly to New York, Washington, or Boston for only $195. Just $195 each way with a round-trip night coach Super Saver ticket. Because at American, saving you money is one of the things we do best.
We're American Airlines, doing what we do best.
The busy world we live in, it can take your breath away. When the going isn't easy, there's an easy going way. So relax and catch the feeling, take off and get away.
You're gonna like us, TWA.
Take your time through the airport by reserving your seat in advance. Take a comfortable wide-body plane. Spread out in a spacious business class, or stretch out in a first-class sleeper seat. Across the country, across the world, nobody is working harder to make flying easier than everybody at TWA.
We're a spirit you can count on, a hand across the miles. We're a cloud to put your cares on, and an easy smile.
You're gonna like us, TWA.
Presenting an American dream. For years, American Airlines has dreamed of having a quiet plane with virtually smokeless engines, as comfortable as a 747, but able to land at almost any commercial airport. Introducing the new DC-10 luxury liner, with a lounge and coach and first class. American DC-10. Our passengers get the best of everything.
You get the best of everything.
No matter how many planes wear our name, no matter how many cities we serve, no matter how many passengers we carry, we couldn't be the airline we are today without the pride, the professionalism, and the caring of the people who make it all work. Those people are you. You're key to our business. To the passenger, you are United Airlines. And that's why you play a key role in our advertising. Your spirit and your style are what we're talking about when we say in the current campaign,
You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
and now we'd like you to see United's newest advertising for 1984, starring you.
Good luck.
Thanks.
You're not just another face along the way to another place.
Sorry, can't use them. Maybe next year. Don't need them. Great lunch.
You're the pride of United's friendly skies.
Dinner?
Oh, not just now.
Rough day, huh?
Twice that.
Hey, tomorrow's another day.
We should have been here yesterday. No, they're not right for us.
Got so many ways to fly ya.
Well, maybe I can do something
United
about it.
standing by ya.
Can you help out a dead battery in 18B?
Sure. Got nothing to add up anyway. Tough trip, huh? What business you in?
You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
Are you sure you can get 350 million of them to me by the 1st?
You're not just
How was the trip?
flying,
Not bad.
you're flying the friendly skies.
You're not just another face.
Sally won't wave anymore.
Look in there. If you get that, I can fix it. Get that.
My little granddaughter had the same problem just last week. Now look, all you have to do is turn the arm, see? Ow.
Need some help there?
Maybe it's the way we look after the little things that makes the friendly skies so big.
Don't worry, we'll have her flapping in no time.
You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
You're not just another face.
Miss him? I've been gone 3 days, but it seems like 3 weeks. I know. How old is yours? 7. Tim's 3 and so excited. He's coming to the airport. Well, we'll be right on time. More coffee?
United carries over 100,000 travelers a day. But what makes us the friendly skies is that we never forget they're people just like us.
You're not just flying.
I'm sure they're more excited than they look.
You're flying the friendly skies.
United Airlines is happy to bring the friendly skies to Atlanta.
I know United flies into more than 140 cities, and I've flown into lots of them, but coming here is just very special to me.
Now United's in Atlanta, with daily nonstops to Chicago and Denver.
What a great feeling it is to be here.
Mom!
Son! You flew your big plane here just to see me.
You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
Sometimes in United's friendly skies, it's best to do nothing at all.
Morning.
I was up all night getting ready for a meeting.
You have about 2 hours to relax.
Now this is all I want.
There's a do not disturb sign on 24H.
Flying high across the land, we're giving you everything we can. We've got more to give along the way. You're not just flying.
Thanks. Great flight.
It was nothing.
You're flying the friendly skies.
If anyone can tell you how many cities United flies to, I can. 151. Because every morning, flight after flight lifts off with a load of my sweet rolls. 747s, 767s, DC-10s, New York to LA, Miami to Seattle. So many flights to so many cities with so many of my sweet rolls. So next time you're in the friendly skies, someone says,
My compliments to the sweet roll man.
You'll know who they're talking about.
You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
From the beginning, the personal, one-on-one, friendly skies spirit of the people of United has set this airline apart. And through the years, our advertising has always reflected that. You are, and always have been, the friendly skies.
You're not just another face along the way to another place. You're the pride of United's friendly skies. So before you go, my friend, we want you to know, my friend, you're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. On your way, you're climbing high like the morning sun in a golden sky. So many new horizons waiting for you. We've got so many ways to fly you. We're United standing by you. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. Reach up for the brightest star that you can find. The higher you reach, the higher you can climb. Flying high across the land, we're giving you everything we can. We've got more to give along the way. Wherever you go, we go too. We've got this land united for you. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies. You're not just flying, you're flying the friendly skies.
Warning, this is an emergency broadcast directed to the New Jersey area. This is a matter of life and death. Heeding the warning within this message could save your life and others. Please listen closely. The following information has been authorized by the highest-ranking members within the SCP Foundation, and at this moment in time is considered to be the truest and most accurate information currently known. Please listen closely. The SCP Foundation has identified an anomaly with the New Jersey area following an incident. This anomaly has been identified as SCP-973 and has appeared on a specific stretch of highway within the United States. more specifically Highway 206 between Branchville and Sandyston. This road passes through Stokes State Forest, a heavily forested area which covers many acres. This highway has a danger zone of around 37 miles and holds the highest risk between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. The latest incident involved a group of friends, 2 males and 1 female. There were no survivors. The following information has been pieced together from evidence left at the scene. Surviving family members of the deceased victims who were found within the car. These family members described the activity of the group of friends, where they were going and which roads they likely took, and consistent patterns seen in previous attacks, of which there are dozens. The car's occupants consisted of the driver, his girlfriend in the passenger seat, and his friend in the back seat. We now present to you some facts that we believe to be true in order to solicit the assistance of the public to help us in our investigation. It is believed they were on their way home from the Radio City Music Hall, a venue that can hold around 6,000 people. It is not known if this building is somehow related. They were driving late at night, likely somewhere between 10 p.m. and 4:30 a.m., though the state of the bodies later found would suggest they were killed at around 2 to 3 a.m. They were likely all tired, from driving late at night, and having attended the concert. This is a regular pattern that has often been found amongst victims, though this is not always the case. The driver often notices first the headlights in their rear view mirror, shortly followed by the flashing red and blue lights of a police cruiser. If they do not pull over, the police cruiser will turn on its sirens. Reports from a small number of survivors have stated that shortly after the sirens are heard, their car radio turns on and they hear a male voice speaking to them. Assuming this is somehow the policeman driving behind them, they listen to the voice which echoes the same phrase over and over again. "You better run," is what it says. When the car does pull over, which is inevitable because if it doesn't, it is rammed off the road and incapacitated, the driver eventually sees a figure step out of the police vehicle. This figure at first seems to be a police officer and appears as a normal man. Despite it being nighttime, he wears dark aviator sunglasses that cover much of his face, hiding his eyes. At this point, it is already far too late for the victim, but they do not realize they are in danger until SCP-973 removes its sunglasses, revealing bright red glowing eyes. It then screams, revealing an abnormally large mouth with no teeth or tongue. One survivor stated that it was like looking into a black hole, where no light was able to penetrate. The truth is, the occupants of the car were likely already dead the moment they saw the headlights, they just didn't know it yet. This is SCP-973, also referred to as Smokey, according to its files, is not one, but actually 2 separate entities. SCP-973-1 and SCP-973-2. SCP-973-1 is a police cruiser that appears to be modeled similar to those used by actual state troopers during the early 1970s. Its condition typical of any vehicle from that time period, by now aged and rusted, and in an advanced state of disrepair. With numerous dents over the body of the car, a cracked windshield, multiple areas of rust and a rear bumper that looks to be held on with duct tape. This last piece of damage mentioned was likely caused by members of the SCP Foundation, in their last attempt to track down and contain the anomaly, which eventually failed. SCP-973-2 as its driver, a single occupant. A Caucasian male wearing a state trooper uniform from the 1970s. As stated before, he is described as a normal-looking police officer, appearing to be in his late 40s, slightly overweight, balding, with a handlebar mustache and wearing dark aviator sunglasses. The SCP Foundation has been aware of its existence for a while. However, due to the difficulty the Foundation has faced in not only finding it but containing it, SCP-073 has been classified as a Euclid. A Euclid classification is given to SCPs that require more resources to contain, or SCPs that cannot safely and reliably be contained at all. Unfortunately, SCP-973 is not only difficult to contain, but is also considered hostile. However, it can and has been survived. Here is the best way to protect yourself. The first and most obvious is to avoid this stretch of road altogether, especially between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4:30 a.m. If you must drive this road between these times, then it is strongly advised to stay well below the speed limit. It is hypothesized that accelerating over a certain speed limit will cause the manifestation of SCP-973, though this is not confirmed, and the exact speed limit infraction is unknown. However, reports claim that it may be as low as 35 miles per hour. If you do find that you have become a target, you do have some time to act, as SCP-973 will materialize roughly half a kilometer behind you, but will approach you at a high rate of speed. You have only a few minutes to save yourself. If you have access to a phone, the best course of action is to call local authorities immediately. Even if they may be an actual police officer, pulling over to check would be far too risky. Contact local authorities and they in turn will contact the SCP Foundation. Continue driving, do not pull over, and pray that SCP-973 does not manage to run you off the road by the time help arrives. Attempts have been made to destroy stretches of road SCP-973 has appeared on, to try to put a stop to these killings, but SCP-973 has simply changed locations. Several attempts have been made to capture SCP-973, but these have failed also, resulting in numerous deaths. SCP-973, however, has been successfully injured, but was still able to maintain enough mobility to escape. So far, SCP-973 has claimed the lives of 34 people and destroyed 19 vehicles, leaving only 5 recorded survivors, who, while have recovered physically, have gone on to suffer great mental trauma and PTSD, which they all continue to suffer to this day. Radio City Music Hall first opened in 1932. Due to financial troubles in the late 1970s, it was threatened with closure, however has since this time has bounced back to success, until it temporarily closed again in recent years due to COVID. Again, it is not known if the hall is related in some way, the possibility exists, and studies are still ongoing. Have a safe travel. Do not allow SCP-973 to approach you.